It's 2:43 a.m. Still can't sleep. So I'm going to read a little bit from the Writer's Almanac for Saturday, the 11th of February 2012. Writer's Almanac sponsored by National Poetry Foundation. Screenwriter Philip Dune was born in New York City on this day in 1908. Politically active, he helped organize the Writers Guild of America and fought against entertainment industry blacklists of writers suspected of leftist leanings in the 1940s and 50s. A little alliterative in there. Among Dune's many screenwriting credits are How Green Was My Valley, probably made in 1941, and The Robe in 1953. It is the birthday of Joseph L. Mankiewicz, who died in 1993. He's a film director. He was a film director, a producer, a screenwriter. He was born in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania in 1909. He won many awards, including double Oscars, as Best Director and Best Screenplay for All About Eve in 1950, in which he gave Bette Davis the line, "Fasten your seatbelts, it's going to be a bumpy night." It's the birthday of the man who gave us the phonograph, the light bulb, and the movie camera, among 1,097 patents. Thomas Alva Edison, born in Milan, Ohio. That's all they have for him. It's the birthday of novelist and travel writer Pico Iyer. Born to Indian parents in Oxford, England in 1957. After college, he spent a year working in a Mexican restaurant in the United States, disguising himself as a Mexican. Then he and a friend went on a trip from California through Central America to Bolivia. My friend. He later said, quote, it's a great thing to take a journey like that when you're 17 or 18 because you're relatively reckless and you don't really know what the dangers are. And then once you've done it, anything seems possible. He went to graduate school at Harvard, and during the summers he got a job writing for a budget travel guidebook. He traveled around England, France, Italy, and Greece, living on almost no money and sleeping in the gutters and under bridges. He covered a different town each day. Oh, man, how cool is that? Walking in streets and taking notes in the morning and afternoon and writing it up in the evening. After graduating, he got a job working for Time magazine. He sat in a cubicle all day and wrote pieces about places like the Philippine jungles and the Andes Mountains from reports he got from other writers. He finally got fed up with office work and took a vacation to Southeast Asia, and he fell in love with the place and decided to take a 6-month leave of absence. He spent the first 3 months traveling through 10 Southeast Asian countries and the next 3 months writing the draft of his first book, Video Nights in Kathmandu, published in 1988. He has since published several more books, including the novel Abandon, a romance, 2003. Pico said of writing, quote, the less conscious one is of being a writer, the better the writing. And though reading is the best school of writing, school is the worst place for reading. Writers should be as spontaneous and urgent as a letter to a lover or a message to a friend who's just lost a parent. And writing is, in the end, that oddest of anomalies, an intimate letter to a stranger. Unquote. It was yummy. Read that again. Writing is, in the end, the oddest of writing is, in the end, that oddest of anomalies, an intimate letter to a stranger. That's pretty incredible. Here's a poem by Theodore Rutke called The Waking. Awake to sleep and take my waking slow. I feel my fate and what I cannot fear. I learn by going where I have to go. We think by feeling. What is there to know? I hear my being dance from ear to ear. I wake to sleep and take my waking slow. Of those close behind me, which are you? God bless the ground. I shall walk softly there and learn by going where I have to go. Light takes to tree. I'm reading so badly. Light takes the tree, but who can tell us how? The lowly worm climbs up a winding stair. I wake to sleep and take my waking slow. Great nature has another thing to do to you and me, so take the lively air and lovely learn by going where to go. The shaking keeps me steady. I should know. What falls away is always and is near. I wake to sleep and take my waking slow. I learn by going where I have to go. The Waking by Theodore Roethke, from Selected Poems of Theodore Roethke, published by Anchor Books in 1966, reprinted with permission for the Writer's Almanac. As Garrison Keillor says, much more eloquently than me, be well, do good work, and keep in touch.